love those spooky ghost cake pops.
Damn it.
So the last... We did 2 of the 3 stories when our branches here.
Uh-huh.
The other 2 are very, very brief. Like Tara and Edgar, they just basically...
That was super short.
They go for a quick swim and get right to Narsh. Then there was... What's his name? Locke and Celeste.
Locke's is a little...
It's a bit longer. It's a little more involved because you have to figure out some simple puzzles.
It's more annoying than anything.
Yeah, I've never enjoyed it. This one, I think this one might be 2 episodes. For whatever reason, Sabin's just long as hell.
He's just got so much beef hanging from his ribs that they have to give him a hard time. And what the fuck was that enemy too? That thing?
Yeah,
Before?
it's one of those enemies that you're like, what the You're like some kind of bird hag?
When you think, like, the way it's named B-Core, as if it's some monster of lore that we ought to know about.
Yeah. Shadow has a tendency to just show up throughout the first half of the game. He'll be somewhere, then he won't be there.
He's just brooding, staring into the distance.
Yeah, well, he's edgelord. Just nose to nose with his dog. His dog, because they're nose to nose right now, appears to be floating.
That's a badass dog.
Yeah, it is. It's like a fucking Doberman that can also levitate.
I like that a guy like edgelord, when he's thinking, I need a dog that is just as cool as me, he goes for exactly the kind of dog you would expect.
Yeah. Not just a Doberman. It's like when you go to get a puppy, you want to do the puppy test usually, unless you're getting one for $50 off Craigslist and it's just rigs. But you want to kind of like make a noise, and like you don't want the ones that cower and pee, and you don't want the ones that get all aggressive.
Yeah.
You want the ones that kind of stand their ground but are a little inquisitive. Because you're like, okay, you're not easily spooked, but you'll also react. Hey, edgelord did all that, but he's also looking for one that's just hovering 2 feet off the ground. He's looking from puppy to puppy, and it's like there's the one that's cowering, there's the one that's barking, there's the one that's perfect, and there's the one next to that, which is the camera pans up. It's like, perfect. Come with me, dog.
It's like, how do you not pick that one to begin with?
Yeah.
It's like, you're cool, but Imagine if I had the pick of the litter in Riggs' little family, and I just kind of step in, and I'm like, hey! You know, just kind of shout a little bit. Riggs just like, woo!
Riggs is rolling on his back.
Peeing everywhere.
Yeah. I guess I'll go with this peeing ham. This peeing ham coward.
This peeing ham-colored puppy balloon.
Yeah.
Because he was just a little puppy balloon when I brought him. He was all bloated.
Oh,
Riggs, you're gonna die.
Oh, no.
He's 7 today.
Today?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, yeah, because you have to basically estimate his birthday, right?
We always just thought April 1st was, because we got him in April.
Yeah, April Fools, here's your puppy.
Yeah, exactly, and that made it better than, like, saying, like, the last day of April. It's like, nah, might as well be April Fools. You wanted a big, mean pit bull, but you got this.
Like, when I was preparing to move down to Portland, you were talking about how you wanted to get a dog and you wanted to get a pit bull, and I had no experience with pit bulls at the time. All I knew from them was their unfortunate pop culture presence, which is that being like violent. Their stigma, thank you, of them being like these violent killing machines. And I was a bit nervous about it because I'm bringing you Grado. I'm like, how's it gonna be around cats? And then you told me about your aunt's pit bull and how it loved to play with a bowling ball. And the image of that, I think I sent to you, I'm just like, bowling ball?
Yeah.
Okay. That assuaged all my concerns, and then I met Puppy Riggs. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's why I fell in love.
Yeah.
I went up to my aunt's, and I was just like, she's like, yeah, I raise pit bulls and stuff, I breed them. And so she lets the stud out, and he just comes hauling ass, just ripping ass around the yard, grabs a bowling ball and runs off and starts sucking on it like a big old jawbreaker. Yeah. And then there was a big old tree, and hanging from that tree was like some huge industrial spring. And then at the end of that spring was a rope with a knot on it. And so the dog would jump up and bite onto the knot, and then, you know, the spring made it easier for him, and he would just hang from his jaw, and my aunt or uncle would go up and like push the dog like you would push a kid on a rope swing, and the dog would just spin around. And I was like, yep, I need a pit bull.
Yeah. But then I met Riggs, and not only was he this little puppy balloon, but then Negredo immediately showed him who was the boss.
Oh man,
with
so
the secret
quickly.
left hook and the...
So quickly showed him
Yeah.
who's boss.
So here's little tiny puppy Riggs. He's like 4 pounds.
And Negredo's just like, well,
Negredo's like 10 or 15.
Negredo knew. You should have changed his name to like Magenta or something.
Oh, fuck, I should have,
Or
yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
But Negredo knew eventually he had to do it. It's like,
Uh-huh.
alright, boy, you're not gonna like this, but we better get it over with. And Riggs is like, what?
Punch.
Are you my friend?
Punch. Kind of. Punch.
Is
this how friends play? Kind of. Punch.
It's gonna hurt you.
A lot more than anything.
It's gonna hurt you.
Yeah. I love how the forces of the Empire are literally throwing themselves against the wall. Except for those 2 guys who are walking back and forth, like, observing the other guys.
The guy on the right climbing
Yeah.
up is like waiting for them to just say, alright, that's enough.
Yeah.
But he's just such a tryhard.
I am your worst nightmare. Oh, the one with the naked clowns? Okay, maybe your second worst. The one where mom is spaghetti? What? Your mom is spaghetti?
So Cyan's thing is you just let this charge?
It sucks. Yeah, he might be the worst character in the game. His stats aren't great, and his special ability is this bullshit charge thing. I think if you let it charge, at the end of the game, when you get all the way up to level 8, I think that if you let it charge all the way, then it's fairly strong. But at the same time, I could just have someone cast Ultima.
Yeah.
Right? And not have them stand there and just wait while I believe the other ATB gauges are still going.
Yeah. I'm wondering how much of the, like, you know, say you're just hitting attack in that same amount of time that you're charging.
Yeah.
Versus, like, how much, you know, damage you're taking. Is it really worth it?
Exactly. You're wasting all this time waiting for it to charge. And that's the problem with a lot of things is they don't pay out dividends. Like, yeah, it's big damage, but in that time I could have put out bigger damage from just regular bullshit.
Fucking Edgelord looks so funny.
Getting caught and exposing his giant buck teeth.
That's why I wear this mask.
I built this whole persona on account of my dental problems. My strangely beefy upper body. It's like because he's black, they had to specifically give him highlights so his limbs would stand out, but in order to accomplish that, they had to make him a little wider than most. Like, I think he's actually a repurposed Sabin model in terms of beefiness.
He almost
But
looks...
even then, they had to make his chest like a little bit deeper and his arms a little bit bigger, just so they get like the highlight on the shoulder.
The highlights and the way he looks makes it look like that's just his skin tone, and he's all oiled up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or like he's wearing a fucking rubber tire.
Yeah, he's just wearing like that colored latex.
Yeah.
That's why he's... Could you imagine?
Oh no! He'd be so slick on the outside, but so chafed on the inside.
He's just wearing a latex, like a skin-tight latex suit.
Yeah.
You know, all this. He's not that strong. It's just that his enemies are so caught off guard that he's able to quickly stab them to death.
It's just this guy approaches and they go, "What?" and then stab. Oh no! Oh no!
See, like his buns are all shiny, like he's wearing
No.
latex leggings. Oh, edgelord.
I like to imagine them building the model for edgelord, and they get to they do like the front and the side to side, and then they have the from behind, and they do it all, and the artist is looking at the butt, and he's got the color highlight selected, and he's just hovering over the spot, like debating with himself, do I want to do this? I could just not do this. I could just not. There I go.
They'll probably tell me to remove it.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? It's like you know they're always going to give you something to remove or change so they can justify their presence. And so you add something you know they'll want to remove so you can keep all the stuff you like. It's like, oh, I know, I'll put a real hot highlight on his butt cheeks. They'll see that and go, just remove the highlight on the butt, please. And then he showed it to the bosses and they went, perfect, don't you change a thing. It's like, oh no. Oh no!
I like to imagine while this artist was working and they're sitting there pondering about the highlight, and then the camera pans over and there's a model, like a live model, just a dude with a huge muscular butt wearing tight black spandex, and you just hear a voice like, yeah!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like this Metal Gear segment that's just happening.
I
right
know.
now. It's like, gotta hide.
This is how you can do stealth properly in the game, where if you fail, you don't actually fail. You get into a small fight and then it's over. Like, let me just fucking play the game the way I've been playing the game.
Yeah.
Please. Like, the only part of Breath of the Wild I've hated so far is the one stealth segment I had to do to get to the Divine Beast in the desert. It sucked! It was so bad!
Well, and then you think about Ocarina of Time when you're in the desert.
I
and you have
hated
to
that one, too.
Yeah, it was the worst.
Yeah. Like, even replaying it last year, when I somehow kept all my rhythms from Ocarina of Time, despite having not touched it in over 15 years. Like, I know what to do here, but it's still gonna suck. I'm still just not gonna like it. Because once in a while, they'll just see you from 100 feet away, and they'll be like, yeah, you freeze! And then Link will freeze, even though he could not freeze.
Dude, run!
Yeah, just run. Use your hook shot and go, oh!
Hey, Link, stab him!
Like, they'll spawn from 100 feet away, and the camera always pans to the one who spotted you, and they're like this little speck on the horizon. Like, Link just stood there dutifully while they went all the way around, climbed up, jumped over, used their own hookshot, I guess, to get over to him. Link just standing there, oh.
Link's gotta be a good boy. No, he's just like secretly like, oh man, I can't wait for these women to chain me up.
You know what? Especially with the Gerudo in Breath of the Wild. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Have you seen them yet?
I saw the one in his memories.
Okay, yeah. The lady.
Yeah.
Lady Urbosa.
Yeah.
She's a badass.
She looks like
She
a
looks so
badass.
cool.
Yeah, she looks real cool.
Yeah, you only get to see her those couple of times, but she looks so fucking cool. All the Gerudo look cool.
Yeah.
I love it. They're like 8 feet tall.
I've only seen 2 of the memories. And I love them. I love those scenes.
You mean like the camera ones?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need to go do... I think I'm going to specifically use a guide for that, because of all the stuff I'm hunting down, for some reason that's the one where I'm like, I just want the story bits.
Yeah, I spent like a long time,
Yeah.
just looking at the photos. Like I haven't done any story shit, really. I just barely started going after the big elephant.
Oh, yeah.
And I just got inside. Like, because I spent all this time just fucking off and exploring.
Oh, yeah,
It's
as you
been
do.
Great.
Yeah.
And so I just look at the photos, and I'm like, all right, this looks like those twin mountains from, this angle, from this far away. So I just kept walking in that direction and looking at the photo. And I have the HUD in Pro mode. And it really helps me, encourages me to explore. And so I fucking love just walking around. And then as I'm following that photo, of course, I'm like, oh shit, I see a shrine over there. And then, now I'm over there at that shrine, and now I'm fighting this like giant over here. And oh, hey, there's a tower nearby, and yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah. Have you gone to the island in the southeast bay?
I don't think so.
It's
no.
oh man, it's great.
Is it a shrine? Or?
It's a shrine quest, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But the whole island is dedicated to this one shrine quest, and it's
cool.
Fantastic.
Nice.
I won't spoil what happens on there. It's the one bit of the game that people have been spoiling in the best way, where they're like, "This is awesome." That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It's
that's
worth your
cool.
time.
Cool. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Edgelord, you just got even edgier.
Yeah, I know. You're wearing sunglasses on your neck. You know what that is? He shade tipped, so he's wearing his shades and they just pulled them down. Like, oh yeah.
Sabin.
Yeah, this thing's actually a badass. It's a problem.
Well, could you imagine like these guys who are throwing ninja stars and stuff, and all of a sudden this flying shit.
This UFO with ray pans?
I'm gonna get you, boy.
Oh no!
Man, these aren't even metal. They're actually very flesh-like.
Makes it worse. Way worse.
Boy, am I hungry. But you're a robot. Oh. You're not hungry for food, are you?
No, never food.
Oh, bubble power.
I know.
That pose, too, and the sound.
Yeah.
Doggo, what did you do?
The dog blocked a hit and then attacked for me.
It's a fucking puppy.
The puppy saved the day, though. I think the puppy is
God.
the only reason I won here.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Best boy.
Whatever you are.
Best doggo.
Best
9
friend.
out of 10. 97 on Metacritic. Very controversial.
Oh no!
Still, best doggo.
That pose is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I hit a new tower, and I download the map, and, like, I still have that moment of brief anxiety where I just have to stop and look at the map and breathe and be like, wow, I'm still have not seen most of this world, and I fucking love it.
I think I have that every time I think about how many shrines are left and how many Korok seeds are left, despite my having only one tower left to actually unlock. Like, I do a visual sweep of the whole world, and like, I don't see shit for shrines. Those 65 remaining must be really tucked away. God damn. God.
I love, it's just...
I know, it continues to just be great.
Like, despite the weapon degradation, which just kind of is starting to bum me out, because
me too. It's starting to bother me more than it did at first.
Because at first I was like trying to think of it as ammo, but then I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like, just the fact that these weapons are breaking is stupid.
Yeah, and at first it was just like basic weapons or union from enemies, but now I'm finding elemental weapons, or particularly strong weapons, and those elemental weapons can help me get through environments, like the fiery broadsword I have lets me get through frozen areas easier.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I kind of want to hold on to this for utility purposes. I also want to use it in battle, but if it breaks, I don't know when I'll be able to find another one, or if. I'm assuming at some point I will unlock the ability to purchase like elemental weapons outright or forge them somehow, and that'll be cool. But I don't know that for certain because I haven't looked into that. So I'm holding on to this fiery broadsword, which is about to break, simply because it helps me get through frozen areas.
It's like the Final Fantasy elixir effect.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to use these valuable things, but you want to use them because they're so cool.
I've in my playthroughs of these Final Fantasy games so far, I have forced myself to finally use elixirs.
Oh, nice. Does it feel good?
It feels real good. I know what the tough points in these games are, so I know kind of when I'll need the elixirs, and especially with Final Fantasy VII, I basically know where all the elixirs are. And B, like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Just use them, man.
Real quick, you like how that one guy tried to run away from the poison by jumping off the wall?
Yeah. Also, I don't know how all these people died immediately. Unless, it's not implied that the poison is, like, fuming.
Yeah,
everyone just got real thirsty at the same time.
Yeah, water break. Oh boy, water break.
No, don't turn off the water break alarm.
You know what's also cool is the fact that you've played through Final Fantasy games and you know that you can get through without using elixirs because you're too afraid to use them. That even if you do use them, you're never going to be in a point where you need
I'm not
them.
Gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
So there are just moments where I've gone through a dungeon and everyone's real tired, and because I know I can use an elixir, like, fuck it, I'm gonna expend my magic getting to the boss, then just make my caster quaff an elixir so they're just topped off. Fuck it, I can do that.
I like how Cyan goes from big cartoony eyes to this really, like, kneeling down with the hair draping over, or is that his scar or is that his hair?
I think it's his hair.
Yeah,
I do think it's a bang.
Yeah, see, he's like got his fist down and is on a knee. Hack cop.
Apparently he's old. Cyan is.
Man, that's a cool looking throne.
Yeah, it is.
I just realized.
Well, everything in here is pretty cool looking.
Don't die.
Did you drink more water than anyone? I drank like 2 gallons.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
That had to have hurt.
Real bad. Hurt real bad. I don't know why I did it, though.
It'd be funny if Cyan was like, oh, please. Like, he didn't know it was poison. And he's like, oh, the king's dying. Someone quick fetch me some water. He's just like...
Someone get this man a hot dog.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly what that is. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Why would he need a hot dog?
Because they ran out of them in the 8th inning, I think it was. Or the 5th inning.
I like how Coop knew
Yeah.
he was up to date on the current hot dog news.
Presumably he wanted a dog. Oh.
And that's just the word going around is, they ran out of them after the 8th inning. Oh my god.
Cyan's family is dead.
I like that Cooper... Oh yeah, that is sad.
Oh.
That's real fucked up.
Yeah.
Because one of them's they're both little kids, it looks like.
One's his wife up there, and that's his little boy.
I like that Cooper thought that he had an empty bun because they were out of hot dogs. That he was carrying around his own bun, or the hot dog vendor was like, "I'm sorry, man, I can give you this bun."
Oh
God.
God, when I went to see Beauty and the Beast last week, there was a trailer for Despicable Me 3 at the beginning.
God damn it.
And as it was playing, I was like, yeah, this looks like a movie. They'll probably make $1 billion because Minions, but it looks like a movie, whatever. And at the end, it's going down it hits like a white screen and it lists the names of the voice actors, and it's like Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig, Trey Parker.
Whoa, what?
I had that reaction in the theater. I just shot forward in my seat like, what?
Yes.
But I don't know what role he plays. I think he has a bit role as a particular villain in there, it looked like.
Oh, that's
I looked up when
cool.
I looked up when I got home, and it looked like he's just playing some villain who may or may not have a significant role.
But they just throw that name in there.
Exactly.
To get assholes like us to launch forward in our seats.
Yeah.
And like, I guess I gotta watch that now. Damn it. That's what they did.
And that was exactly the thought that I had. As well as like, where the fuck did Trey Parker find the time? Except that if it's just a minor bit role, which is what it appears to be, at least from the setup of the trailer, just like bring him in for a day and just be like, ha!
And since he's a goddamn professional, it would take like one take.
Yeah, exactly. Like he just rolls in with the voice ready, knows exactly how this works, just does it.
Can you do something that's kind of Cartman? You want me to do Cartman?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do Cartman. Thank you. That's probably what it was.
Probably, yes. Unfortunately.
But he was probably like, I'm getting paid!
I'm already worth tens of millions, but getting paid!
He might have even been in the studio, in the same, like, perhaps studio, and they're like, do you want to just come over real quick?
Oh, yeah, like they're just adjacent.
Yeah.
It's like just walk over during a lunch break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he probably had, in my mind, he had a like 6-pack or like a 12-pack of beer in his arm, and he looked like just looked like Coop.
Yeah.
He'd be the best. Except he probably didn't.
No, he's a professional, and that's the thing they talked about in the past. It's like, you know, people ask us about South Park, like, dude, do you guys like get high and think of all this stuff? And it's like, do you know how much work goes into making this show?
Yeah.
We have no time to get high or drunk or any of that.
Only when they're doing the commentary for the DVDs. And that's still work.
Yeah.
That's still
a lot of work.
Oh, God.
Trust me, we've recorded, hundreds of hours of audio in the past year and a half?
It's stupid.
It's so stupid.
Like, it's a lot. I don't know. I don't understand. God damn. We're going to be coming up on our 10th proper podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a lot to think of. 10 weeks of doing a podcast?
It's a start. It's a good start.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, now we gotta go see Despicable Me 3. Do you think that studio, just like the people at the studio, they're just sitting around like tossing a Nerf ball back and forth, like picking their nose, and then they're like, hey, are people still posting Minions on Facebook like idiots?
Sure are.
Alright, let's make another movie.
I don't think it's even that. I think it's you know what? I actually need to look this up. I think they just saw the box office return for Minions and went, alright, start writing 3 more.
God damn.
Right, 2 more Despicable Me's and then Minions 2, which will technically be Despicable Me 6.
They're probably working on another character for the with the Minions. I bet they're like
$1.159 billion.
Oh man,
the Minions movie.
Jeez. Yeah, they've probably been like trying to workshop a second type of minion.
Yeah, like just a red one.
Yeah, something.
Just a fucking red one.
And they'd be called like munchkins or something like that, but they probably couldn't say that.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, now we got munchkins, and they're like higher pitched, like mee or something, and they're like they piss off the minions.
Yeah. But then they realize that the basic bullshit minions, which are just Twinkies with eyes, are pulling in $1.159 billion.
So stupid.
And like, why should we even try? Why should we even? I wouldn't try.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't fucking try, right? I would not fucking try if I could just make a Minions movie and make $1.159 billion at the box office.
And then you hire a bunch of newly graduated art students, and you're like, draw me new Minions that look slightly different from the old Minions, but not too different.
Honestly, from my ancillary knowledge of Minions, I think they have 3 front-facing Minions. Like, there's a short one, there's a tall one, and there's like a tall one with one eye.
Yeah.
I think. And I think those are like the 3 main
canon
minions, basically. And all the rest are just disposable background minions. Like, they put these 3 in your face, and then the rest just populate. So they don't even need to do character design. Just slap eyeballs on Twinkies and put them in the background.
They probably had some, like, thing that probably developed a piece of software real quick that just generated.
Just auto-generate minion. Yeah. I mean, you can do that with anything. It's like, just put in, like, 2 values, and it'll generate something random but within set parameters. So it's like eyeballs, yellow, just randomly generate
1 or 2 eyes, tall.
Yeah, 1 or 2 eyes, tall, short, goggles, no goggles. Some
wide.
Because some seem to be thinner than others. Some probably have some bullshit on their head.
Procedurally
generated minions.
Oh man.
$1.159 billion.
So dumb.